People protesting around Pulse nightclub for the last few days after state transportation workers painted over the rainbow crosswalk next to the nightclub along Orange Avenue. In the middle of the night, they are now being told to move back. News 6's Mike Valenti has been out there all day. Mike, you have a major new development out there. What's going on?
Yeah, Matt, everything's kind of fluid. We're being moved back actually at this moment, but you can see Orange and West Esser taped off right now. That is because the bomb squad, Orlando Police, you can hear them. Okay, apparently we have to move again. But Orlando Police and the bomb squad, here, we'll walk for a little bit. They have been called, so sorry. They have been called because they're checking out a suspicious package outside of the Pulse Memorial, a package that I actually noticed and asked the protesters here about. They didn't know what it was. It's addressed to the Pulse Memorial. It appears to be from Walmart, and none of the tape or anything on the box appears to be perforated. So it's not clear what's inside that box, but obviously given the sensitivity of the location and the circumstances the last week or so, it's understandable that authorities would act out of an abundance of caution to tape off this area, and they will be scrutinizing that package, whatever is inside. You could see protesters who've been here all day covering the crosswalk in chalk have come with us to move back as the fire department and police check out whatever is happening right now. But again, earlier today, this is not the report we envisioned giving earlier today when we got here, because this was after FDOT came overnight to cover the crosswalk yet again, following a back and forth between FDOT, the Department of Transportation, and residents of the city of Orlando who are determined to ensure that the crosswalk remains somewhat of a rainbow color. Here's our report from earlier today.
Wearing it everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
My hands.
Covered in chalk, this man, who asked us not to use his name, said he's committed to showing up here every day if he has to.
I'm not a member of the gay community. I'm not a member of the Puerto Rican community, but I'm a member of the Orlando community, and I want to help show that, you know, they're not alone, and we're all in this together.
People are upset. They're saying enough is enough. Not only is it a crosswalk, but it's part of the memorial.
This latest gesture of support comes after FDOT's latest attempt to rid the crosswalk of rainbow colors. James Houchins filmed their work at about 12:30 Monday morning.
What was your first reaction?
I was upset. I was like, we didn't paint it. It's just chalk.
This is the third time FDOT workers have covered the crosswalk. The first was last Wednesday night, when Orlando city officials say they were caught off guard, claiming they had no advance notice about FDOT's intentions. An FDOT spokesperson argued that this is only about adhering to traffic safety standards. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer called the actions callous and cruel in a statement last week. We asked, but he was not available to talk to News 6 Monday, as this back and forth between FDOT and his residents lingers.
Okay, back to the most immediate issue as we join you live here again in Soto across the street. We initially planned to be at that intersection, but as I said at the top, it has been blocked off because the fire department, police, bomb squad, they are tending to what they've deemed a suspicious package. As I said, I just want to reiterate, this was a box, appeared to be a Walmart box, and it said it was addressed to Pulse Memorial. I noticed it actually outside the Pulse Memorial. I called attention to someone who has been here protesting all day to see if they knew anything about it, because in the last couple of days there have been chalk delivered to the people here as kind of a show of support from people around the state and country, but they didn't know what this was. That protester called the non-emergency line, and then next thing we know is about 15 minutes ago, Orlando fire truck engine shows up, and then they started taping off the area. But right now there's little they can tell us because they haven't yet scrutinized the box or the contents within the box. So obviously fluid, dynamic situation. We're going to try to get the latest as soon as we have any more concrete information. We'll get you those details on air and online, clickorlando.com. For now, we are across the street from Pulse, monitoring this evolving situation. I'm your Orlando community correspondent, Mike Valenti, News 6.